Hey everyone, welcome back to Stocky Talky. Hope you had a great day out there. Hard not to when the portfolio is looking as green as it should have been today. I don't know what you were invested in if it wasn't green, frankly. But before I go any further, please like and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's dive in here. Let's take a look at the charts. And I'm going to go over Tesla, just overall market news, what kind of caused the market to rally even heavier at the end of the day, and go over some other investments that I'm in. So, first, you can see Tesla almost 5.5%, $46 at 922.43, still within that golden pocket range, right? But if we look at the 5-day, still we had that inverted head and shoulders. We are breaking up, but I would like to see a little more movement before I'm really confident to the upside, right? So coming into the chart here, you can see we are trading within this wedge, right? But now, like I've said prior, I want to see us break above these 20-day MAs because that usually means good upward pressure, right? So what I would like to see is us break above that 20-day MA, get through this wedge I've kind of drawn out here where we've been resisting, and that we can get to that 980 level, right? And you can see around this level, we do have a prior spot of resistance. So if we can get there and break through that 1,040 spot could come in, I don't know, maybe mid-March. If we keep this momentum going in the market, we could get there. The RSI is pointing up, so that is a good sign. But if you go out to the wide view here, like I've said before, anytime we break down below that 20-day MA, it's usually a sign that, okay, if we do get that upward momentum, we will have a nice little rally, right? And I said the other day, even from here, where we finished today, to the previous peak, we're 35% off the all-time or high there at like 1235-ish. So if you're investing even now and we get up to, let's say, 1235 in the next few months, it's still a 35% rally. That's a good investment. And as you can see, the NASDAQ overall, it was up 2.5%. It was up 2%, and then Biden came out and said something, and then it rallied another like 0.4%. So, I want us to break above that 20-day MA, and I want us to literally see this 200-day MA. We've been bouncing off that. It's been rejecting us. So if we can break through that, break through this golden pocket, and then start that run back up and create that V-shaped recovery that is all too common with the NASDAQ and the S&P in general, that would just be fantastic. But my TECL investment, look at this, 7.71% today. You can see I'm so used to drawing those V-shapes that it's there already. So yeah, the big thing for me right now is the 20-day MA. I really want my investments to start breaking through that. And then if we come down here, actually, I'll stick with Tesla for now. I forgot to cover this the other day. China's numbers came out for Tesla. Tesla started the year 2022 with a strong overall sales export numbers of made in China Model 3Y in January. Model 3/Y in January. The total volume, according to China Passenger Car Association, amounted to 59,845 units, which is 286% more than a year ago. So you can see here on the chart, look at that. That is just nuts. So that's really good news just for overall sales to start the year off that strong when there's all this talk about supply chain issues. And so that is a very good sign. I forgot to cover that the other day. That helped kind of push Tesla up the other day. So that's great. Another thing I just want to go into here is you can see, look at the, I know analysts don't mean much, but you can see it looks like my little price prediction of 1,600 is right in line with kind of where the Tesla analysts see the high point being for their predictions, right? So I can see it getting there still. That's where I think it's going to go. I think that the Fed's going to raise interest rates and the market's just going to go ballistic. Again, I don't know for sure. I can't I can't tell you 100%, but that's just what my gut feeling is. Now, another piece of good news about Elon, I mean, it kind of is a good news to do with Tesla as well. Elon Musk gave 5.7 billion of his shares to charity last year. So, I mean, good guy running a good company. One more thing to do with TECL. You can see one person commented why this isn't a good long-term hold. And I want to just say to you guys, this started in, like 2008. So if you had held this since 2008, you would have an 18,500% return. The only issue is if you get a massive crash, then that's where the problem is. But if you buy the dip properly and keep your eyes and ears open for anything like that could lead to a massive crash, no one can predict it. But as long as you invest wisely, you'll get some pretty nice returns if you use these triple leverage indexes to your benefit. So if you had a bought back here, right, back in the COVID crash, and you had held it even to now, 645% return, right? So even if I can get a third of that, I'd be just giddy inside. So what caused the market to go up? Biden says U.S. ready to give the diplomacy every chance to succeed to defuse the Russia-Ukraine crisis. So very good news. We don't want it getting nuts over there and setting the market down even more. I like seeing green, baby. Let's go. I want to make some money. But yeah, heading back into the charts here. Another pattern. I'm very excited about my crypto investments. So Ethereum and Bitcoin I'm in. I'm also in Solana. But you can see with both of them, right? You've got the head and shoulders pattern happening here, inverse head and shoulders pattern happening here in Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. And you can see I put the chart beside, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Now, this is the neckline here. And usually it goes from the head to the neckline. So here, I'll pull this down so you can see from the low point there to the neckline is usually how much you gain. So I put that there. So we could see Ethereum and Bitcoin. You could see Ethereum ripping to 4,500 in relatively short order here. So this is a very head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders are probably my favorite pattern to see in a stock chart. I'm probably the one that I'm like, okay, like I see this happening most frequently. Like they stay true to what they mean. We actually had Tesla kind of show like a very little inverse head and shoulders, but that was on the 4 hour, which is not that prominent. When you see it on the daily, it means a lot more, in my opinion. Take that for what you will. But yeah, same thing with Bitcoin here. Let me just see the neckline here. Sorry, I had to change. I had to get out of that. It was showing the market cap on the side, not the actual price. Let me do that again quick. Let's just say here's the neckline. Pull this up. So we could see Bitcoin get to like 57,000, I think, in pretty short amount of time. Let's just say the run goes like this, right? So we could see it back there by my birthday, March 11th. So that would be beautiful. I got quite a bit of money in both of those assets. But yeah, just going over everything today. Apple, 2.3%. Tesla up 5.3%. NVIDIA up 9.18%. I've actually thought about building an NVIDIA position, but I mean, you can only be in so many great things at once. One more thing I kind of wanted to show everyone here. Just look at these big guys. Look at when's the last time you saw Google at a 24 PE, right? What's Apple at? How long was Apple trading high? It's under. I mean, Apple's not that much. It's 28.73. I'd like to see that around 24. Tesla's still really high, but it'll start coming down. It's a high growth company. How long was Amazon at crazy PE ratio? So it's right now at 188. We can get that down to 100 by the end of the year, I believe. What else? Let's see where NVIDIA is. NVIDIA. What my point is, these tech companies, their PEs are starting to come down to more appropriate levels to where their growth is now being priced in, right? So it's like you look at how beat down the market's gotten, and you start to go, okay, maybe these are good times to pull the trigger, and maybe this is when the market's going to start reversing, you know? So again, back to Tesla. we are battling within this. Look at all the amount of movement within this golden pocket area. I really want us to break out and hold above that and get to that 980 level. I think we could get there. This is just a prediction. Again, it could go anywhere, anytime. So don't take my word as the gospel, as I always say. It could get to like 980 possibly by the end of February, and maybe even 1,000 by the end of February. That would just be amazing. And if it could get to that 1,040 by mid-March, even better. But what could also play out is, like I said before, maybe we break out and then we just kind of ride this line up until the next big catalyst comes out, right? So one thing I like to look at is the distance between here and here, the peak to peak, and then take that and go like this. So when could we see 1,600 just based off of past events, which mean not that much, but if you look, we could see it mid to late summer. So now if we look at my chart here, you can see already within a day back to the upside green, right? So it's just crazy, the volatility out there right now. Hopefully this is the end of this corrective phase. This whole Biden, Russian, and Putin situation gets handled. Also, can Trudeau leave, please? Like, get out now because he's a psychopath. Anyways, don't want to get political, but my God, that guy is just like ridiculous. So up 11.1% on my triple leverage TECL play. And remember, guys, these are all only positions I've built out so far this year. So I'm up 4.4% on the year, which is kind of nice seeing as we've had a huge dip lately. So up 7.1% on my Tesla and my Ethereum ETF. Obviously, I have some Ethereum ETF, but I actually have real Ethereum crypto in a wallet somewhere as well. These Ethereum ETF plays, for me, it's just easier to maneuver my money around, I find, than putting all the money into a wallet where I can't like maneuver it around. So that's just why I did this, but it's down 6.1%. So I'm up $770 on the year so far within these new purchases. So very exciting stuff. People would say this is a riskier portfolio, but I guess that's just how I live. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and see you later.